Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, stretch, reach for your phone, and nothing happens. The internet is just gone. Not slow, not glitchy, not down for maintenance. Gone. Vanished like it never existed in the first place. No Google to answer your questions, no YouTube to entertain you, no Instagram to scroll through, no emails pinging in your inbox. Just a strange, heavy silence where the digital world used to be. Can you even picture it? The world would be thrown into confusion. People everywhere would be stunned, unsure what to do next. Who would adapt and survive, and who would struggle to cope as their routines crumble? Let's be honest, if the internet blinked out, chaos would erupt almost instantly. Banks would freeze, unable to process transactions. ATMs would go dark, leaving people stranded without cash. You wouldn't be able to check your balance, pay a bill, or transfer money. Flights would be canceled, airports would fill with stranded travelers, and confusion would ripple across the globe. GPS? Forget about it. Suddenly you're back to paper maps and asking strangers for directions. That little blue dot you rely on? Gone. Getting lost would become a daily reality for millions. No breaking news alerts, no social media feeds updating every second. The world would feel eerily quiet, as if someone hit the mute button on modern life. People would rush to supermarkets, panic buying everything they could get their hands on. With no information, rumors would spread fast and fear would take over. No one would know what's really happening. Our entire system, banking, business, communication, built on the web, would collapse overnight. Offices would empty, businesses would close, and cities would grind to a halt. Now zoom in. Think about your own life. No messaging apps, no group chats, no quick texts to friends or family. You'd suddenly realize how much you rely on instant connection. No streaming your favorite shows, no new podcasts to binge, no music drops at midnight. Entertainment would slow to a crawl, and boredom would set in for many. Your photos, your documents, your work files, all those things you trusted to the cloud would be locked away, unreachable. Productivity would plummet, and businesses would scramble to recover lost data. How would you connect with your family? Maybe you'd write letters again, or pick up the phone and actually call someone. The pace of communication would slow, but maybe it would feel more personal. How would you earn a living? Remote work would vanish overnight. Small businesses that depend on online orders would struggle to survive. The job market would be turned upside down. Most jobs today, even ones you don't think about, rely on the internet in some way. Deliveries, healthcare, education, repairs, every industry would be forced to adapt fast. From delivery drivers to doctors, teachers to tradespeople, everything would change in an instant. But here's the thing, humans are stubbornly adaptable. We've survived worse. We always find a way. People would brainstorm, collaborate, and invent new solutions. Communities would pull together, and creativity would flourish in unexpected ways. Old-school landline phones would dust off and start ringing again. People would rediscover the art of conversation, and voices would fill the silence left by texts and emails. Newspapers, real ink-smudged newspapers, would land on doorsteps every morning. People would gather news the old-fashioned way, and local journalism might even make a comeback. Local communities would get tighter. Neighbors would lean on each other for news, for help, for company. The sense of togetherness might grow stronger than ever. People would start learning to live offline. Slower, yes, but maybe a little more meaningful. Some businesses would vanish, but new ones would emerge to fill the gaps. Print, postal services, and radio would suddenly be in demand, just like the 90s. Letters would pile up, radios would become lifelines, and the post office would be busier than ever. So, what if the internet disappeared? Would we panic, or would we rediscover something we've lost along the way? Would it destroy us, or finally make us human again? Maybe, just maybe, we'd find a new way forward, together.